Morning everyone. So we'll have one problem on method of section as students requested me to solve the method of section. So it comes in the module 1 method of section. As the name itself says, you will be taking the section of a given member to find out the particular forces. In method of joints, you will be solving for all the members related with the truss. Here you will be finding the forces in the particular members for which they have asked. So let us take a problem here. Determine the forces in a given truss. Determine the forces in the members. So the members are given here. The members are force in the member BC, and we have to find force in the member HG and force in the member HC. So by the method of section. By the method of section. Right. So now the truss member given is like this. So the span is given. So the span are of 2 meter. Each span is of 2 meter, and the height is also given here. The height is also 2 meter. The load is given, one horizontal force 30 kilonewton and here 40 kilonewton vertical. So we have to name this one A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, this is F, this is G and this is H. Naming will be given so that because of that only they are asked to find out the forces in that particular member. So here this is the given problem. They are asked to find out the forces of members like FBC, that is this member force, and then FHG, that is this, and then FHC, that is a diagonal member. These forces are asked. So they come in a single line. Whenever we take a section, we have to remember one thing, that the maximum 3 members has to be divided. So with the section XX, we can say that 3 members are divided, and in this particular problem, these 3 member forces are asked. So now we have an option of taking either left portion or right portion. Before that, we have to find out RA and then RE and also the horizontal force, because 30 kilonewton force is acting here. So first we will find out that solution. So first, sigma ME is equal to 0. Moment at E is equal to 0. So start from here. RA into perpendicular distance 2, 4, 6, 8. So it is RA into 8. And then 30 here. 30 into perpendicular distance. The perpendicular distance is given here, that is 2 meter. Plus 30 into 2. And then we will have a vertical downward force, which is this 40 into 2. RA and 30 gives the clockwise direction. These 40 kilonewtons, they are giving the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So again 40 into 4 plus 40 into 6. So simplify this one, you get RA. So let us simplify this. Let us check how much we get. Right. 40 into 2 plus 40 into 4 plus 40 into 6 minus 30 into 2 divided by 8. We get 52.5. Right. So the answer here is 52.5 kilonewton. So now to find out RE, either we can take sigma MA is equal to 0, or we can write all vertical forces makes 0. That is the summation of sigma Fy is equal to 0. We know this, right? So RA is acting upward, RA plus RE is acting upward, and all vertical newtons, they are acting downward. So from this we have to calculate RE. So we get RE is equal to 67.5 because it is like 40 plus 40 plus 40 minus 52.5. You get 67.5. So this is 67.5 kilonewton, the reaction. So once we calculate RA and RE, we have to calculate HA. So to calculate HA, we can write sigma Fx is equal to 0. So 30 minus HA is equal to 0 implies HA is equal to 30 kilonewton. See here, I have taken 30 as positive and HA as negative. It means that 30 is acting like this and HA is acting like this, opposite direction. So once we finish with the reactions and forces, we have to take the section. We have already divided here. Either we can take the right side or we can take the left side. If I take the left side, here you can see I will have RA, HA, 30, 40 and forces in BC, HC and HG. These are the things which make the truss, left side truss, the stiff or stable. So we will draw that one now first. So the divided section will be like this. So you will have this number, this will be there, and this is RA which is 52.5, and this is HA which is 30, and here you have 130 kilonewton which is given. After that this is divided, which is this is B, so this will be FBC, right? And here it is like this, which is FHG, and a inclined which is FHC. So this is the section. So now using either sigma M or sigma Fy or sigma Fx, we have to calculate all the forces. So let us take sigma Mh is equal to 0, that is moment at H is equal to, okay. Now we will take for the moment at H. Okay. So moment at H, you can see here this 30 kilonewton, the line of this one force is acting, line of action is passing through H, so this will make 0. FHG, the line of action passes through the joint H, so this will make 0. When you you take the components of FHS, FHC, then one will be the vertical downward because it is a negative. This is in fourth quadrant. By saying this, you can say this is in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant Y is negative, so this will be like this. So that passes through the line of action passes through the joint H, and in fourth quadrant X is positive, so the force will be like this, the component force that is also passing through the joint H. So 30 FHC and FHG, this will be equal to 0 because the perpendicular forces will be 0, and even this FHB will be equal to 0. So now we are left with HA 52.5, and here we have 140 kilonewton load. So that 40 kilonewton load, this 40 kilonewton load in the line of action passes through the H, so you won't get. So you will have 30, 52.5 and FBC. So now write the moment equation. 52.5 into perpendicular distance for H is 2 meter. 52.5 into 2. And then for 30 it is in the 52.5 makes clockwise, HA also makes clockwise, so it will be like 30 into 2. and here FBC, it makes anti-clockwise, so I will take it like this. FBC is equal to FBC into perpendicular distance. The perpendicular distance is this side, again it is 2 meter. So from this we have to calculate FBC. Therefore FBC is equal to, so 2 is common term, you will get FBC is equal to 82.5 kilonewton. So FBC we have done. Now we will take sigma MC is equal to 0. Sigma MC, or you can take sigma Fy is equal to 0 first. Sigma Fy is equal to 0. So all vertical forces we have to consider. So here we have 52.5 upward, 52.5, and 40 is acting downward, so minus 40, and then 30 is in horizontal, this HA is in horizontal, FHG is horizontal, FBC is horizontal. So we are left with FHC, and that to the vertical component only. So this angle, see here, this angle, if I take this as theta, so tan theta is equal to opposite side, opposite is of 2 meter, and then adjacent side is this one, that is also 2 meter. Tan theta is equal to 1, and we know that theta is equal to 45, because tan theta is equal to 1 means theta will be 45. Theta is equal to tan inverse 1 give you 45 degree. So this is the thing. So now we have to take the components. One is vertical, one is horizontal. We are writing sigma Fy, so no need of horizontal, only vertical. So fourth quadrant downward. So here you will have minus, and the force is FBC. FHC. Now for this theta, y is adjacent, so you will get cos theta. FHC cos theta is equal to 0. So you can see here 52.5, 40, and the vertical component of this one, because FHG 30, and FBC are in horizontal direction. So from this we can get FHC. So FHC is equal to, we will calculate this one, 52.5 minus 40 divided by cos 45. You get 17.677. Okay, this is equal to 17.6. I will make 3 decimals, so 678 kilometer. So we got FHC. Once we are finished with FHC, we are left with FHG. So to calculate this FHG, either you can take sigma MC is equal, MB is equal to 0, or you can take horizontal components. Let us take sigma Fx is equal to 0. So 30 minus HA, and then plus FHG plus FBC plus FHC sin 45 is equal to 0. The only unknown term is FHG. So FHG is equal to 30 minus 30, this makes 0 only, FBC plus FHC sin 45. So FHC, FBC is 82.5, and then FHC sin 45 means 17.678 into sin 45. You get 95. You can see here you get 95. So it is minus 95 kilonewton. It means that the direction which we have assumed for FHG is wrong. It should be like this. It should be like this. So here we will write, therefore the assumed direction for FHG is wrong. Okay, so this is how you have to do in the method of section. When they ask for the particular members, you have to take the section so that section has to passes through those members. Sometimes you may not get by only one section. So first you have to take one section, solve, and next you have to take one more section based on the member forces which you have to determine. In this particular problem, they come in a single line. And we have to remember one thing, that while taking the section, it has to passes through maximum 3 members only, not more than that. It cannot passes through 4 members. For example, if I take section like this, it passes through HG, GC, GF and CD like this, right? You cannot take section like that. Okay, so this is how you have to solve. Thank you.